Okay. I stopped to train Pokemon between now and the last stream. My girlfriend is someplace here. She wanted to do the live message, so I've left it for her to do. Who's pinging me now? Give me a second. There we go. I think she stepped away. Oh. That's sad. She was all ready. So I also caught a Klefki. That or she may have fallen asleep. I hope she did not. So this will be a great support mon. All of these would be good kind of DPS mons. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I was not gonna level him up at all. I want everyone else up to catch up, but not him. I don't remember where to go. Ooh, there's an... Rare candy. Neat. Kind of sad that I somehow managed to time it perfectly with her going asleep. There you are. And I need a notification. I was so sad. I thought you were gonna miss the first. Also, I can't hear you if you're talking. Also, guys, I love my girlfriend. Did I miss? Wait, is my audio getting picked up? I think it is. Thank you. Dankeschön. Love of my life. Can you hear me? Okay. I ask because I cannot hear you if you are talking. Oof. It's got ice beam. Okay, I just figured I'd let you know, because you light up occasionally, but no sound comes through. Oh no, I don't know where that went. Welcome back, May. I have to build a pack for Cobblemon now, which means, you know what? It has to be in Neoforge, because the fabric version doesn't fucking work. Oh no. I can't move and take my hand. It takes those hands to do these. Fine, we'll read the Grimm's fairy tale, The Golden Bird. A certain king had a beautiful garden, and in the garden stood a tree, which bore golden apples. These apples were always counted, and about the time they began to go ripe, it was found that every night one of them was gone. The king became very angry at this and ordered the gardener to keep watch all night long. The gardener set his eldest son to watch, but about 12 o'clock he fell asleep. And in the morning, another of the apples was missing. The second son was ordered to watch, and at midnight he too fell asleep. And in the morning, another apple was gone. Then the third son offered to keep watch, but the gardener at first would not let him, for fear that some harm should come to him. However, at last he consented. And the young man laid himself under the tree and watched. As the clock struck 12, he heard a rustling noise in the air, and a bird came flying that was pure gold. And as it was snapping at one of the apples with its beak, the gardener's son jumped up and shot an arrow at it. But the arrow did the bird no harm, only it dropped a golden feather from his tail and flew away. The golden feather was brought to the king in the morning, and all the council was called together. Everyone agreed that it was worth more than the wealth of the kingdom. But the king said, "One feather is of no use to me. I must have the whole bird." Then the gardener's eldest son set out and thought to find the golden bird very easily. And when he had gone but a little way, he came to a wood, and by the side of the wood he saw a fox sitting. So he took his bow and made ready to shoot at him. Then the fox said, "Do not shoot me, for I will give you good counsel. I know what your business is, and that you want to find the golden bird. You will reach a village in the evening, and when you get there, you'll see two inns opposite to each other. One of which is very pleasant and beautiful to look at. Go not in there, but rest for the night. And the other, though it may appear to you to be very poor and mean. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing Bane. Oh, Pog. Good job. Proud of you. I stopped doing Bane because I cannot read and Bane at the same time. But the son thought to himself, what can such a beast as this know about the matter? He shot his arrow at the fox, but he missed it, and set it up its tail, and it set up its tail above its back and ran into the woods. When he went his way, in the evening came to the village, where there were 2 inns that were. And in one of these were people singing and dancing and feasting. The other looked very dirty and poor. I should be very silly, he said, if I went into that shabby house and left this charming place. So he went to the smart house, ate and drank his ease, and forgot the bird and his country too. Time passed on, and as the eldest son had not come back, and no tidings were heard of him, the second son went out. And the same thing happened to him. He met the fox, who gave him the good advice, but when he came to the 2 inns, his eldest brother was standing at the window where the merrymaking was, and called to him to come in. He could not withstand the temptation, but went in, and forgot the golden bird in his country in the same manner. Time passed on again, and the youngest son too wished to set out onto the wide world to seek the golden bird, but his father would not listen to it. For a long while, he was very fond of his son, and was afraid that some ill luck might happen to him also, and prevent him from ever coming back. Give me a second. Still proud of you. That's how this works. However, at last it was agreed that he should go, for he could not rest at home. And as he came to the wood, he met the fox, heard the same good counsel, but he was thankful for the fox, and did not attempt his life as his brothers had done. So the fox said, "Sit upon my tail, and you will travel faster." So he sat down, and the fox began to run, and away they went over stock and stone, so quick that their hair whistled in the wind. When they came to the village, the son followed the fox's counsel, and without looking about him, went to the shabby inn and rested there all night at his ease. In the morning came the fox again, and met him, as he was beginning his journey, and said, "Go straight forward till you come to a castle, before which lie a whole troop of soldiers fast asleep and snoring. Take no notice of them, but go into the castle and pass on until you come to a room where the golden bird sits in a wooden cage. Close by it stands a beautiful golden cage. But do not try and take the bird out of the shabby cage and put it in the handsome one, otherwise you will repent it." Then the fox stretched out his tail again, and the young man sat himself down. Away they went over stock and stone, till their hair whistled in the wind. Before the castle gate, all was as the fox said. So the son went in, found the chamber with the golden bird hung in a wooden cage. Below it stood the golden cage, and the 3 golden apples which had been lost were lying close by it. Then he thought to himself, "It will be a very droll thing to bring away such a fine bird in the shabby cage." So he opened the door and took hold of it and put it in the golden cage. But the bird set up such a loud scream that all the soldiers awoke, and they took him prisoner and carried him before the king. The next morning the court sat to judge him, and when all was heard, they sentenced him to die, unless he should bring the king the golden horse, which could run as swiftly as the wind. If he did this, he was to have the golden bird given him as for his own. So he set out once more on his journey.
Sighing and in great despair, on a sudden his friend the fox met him and said, "You see now what has happened on account of you not listening to my counsel. I will still, however, tell you how to find the golden horse. If you will do as I bid you, you must go straight on till you come to a castle where the horse stands in his stall. By his side will lie the groom, fast asleep and snoring. Take away the horse quietly, but be sure to put the old leather saddle upon him, and not the golden one that's close by it." Then the son sat on the fox's tail, and away they went over stock and stone, till their hair whistled in the wind. All went right, and the groom lay snoring with his hands upon the golden saddle. But when the son looked upon the horse, he thought it a great pity to put the leather saddle upon it. "I will give him the good one," he said. "I'm sure he deserves it." As he took up the golden saddle, the groom awoke and cried so loud that all the guards ran and took him prisoner. In the morning, he was again brought before the court to be judged and was sentenced to death. But it was agreed that if he could bring the teether of the beautiful princess, he should live, and have the bird and horse given to him for his own. Then he went his way very sorrowful. But the old fox came and said, "Why did you not listen to me? If you had, you would have carried away both the bird and the horse. Yet I will once more give you counsel. Go straight on, and in the evening you will arrive at a castle. At 12 o'clock midnight, the princess goes to the bathing house. Go up to her and give her a kiss. She will let you lead her away. But you do not suffer her to go and take leave of her father and mother." Then the fox stretched out his tail, and so away they went over stock and stone, till their hair whistled again. As they came to the castle, it was as the fox had said. At 12 o'clock, the young man met the princess going to the bath, and gave her a kiss. She agreed to run away with him, but begged with many tears that he would let her take leave of her father. At first he refused, but she wept still more, and fell at his feet, till at last he consented. But the moment she came to her father's house, the guards awoke, and he was taken prisoner again. Then he was brought before the king, and the king said, "You shall never have my daughter unless in 8 days you dig away the hill that stops the view from my window." Now this hill was so big that the whole world could not take it away. And when he had worked for 7 days and had done very little, the fox came to him and said, "Lie down and go to sleep. I will work for you." And in the morning he awoke, the hill was gone. So he went merrily to the king and told him that now that it was removed, he must give him the princess. Then the king was obliged to keep his word, and away went the young man with the princess. And the fox came and said to him, "We will have all three, the princess, the horse, and the bird." "Ah," said the young man, "that would be a great thing, but how can you contrive it?" "If you will only listen," said the fox, "it can be done. When you come to the king and he asks for the beautiful princess, you must say, 'Here she is.' Then he will be very joyful, and you will mount the golden horse that they are to give you, and put out your hand to take leave of them, but shake hands with the princess last. Then lift her on the horse behind you, clap your spurs, and gallop away as fast as you can." All went right. Then the fox said, "You will come to the castle where the bird is. I will stay with the princess at the door. You will ride in, speak to the king, and when it When he sees that it is the right horse, he will bring you the bird, but you must sit still and say that you want to look at it to see whether it is the true golden bird. When you get it into your hand right away." This too happened as the fox said. They carried off the bird, the princess mounted again, and they rode into the great wood. Then the fox came and said, "Pray kill me, and cut off my head and my feet." But when the young man refused to do it, the fox said, "I will at any rate give you good counsel. Beware of two things. Ransom no one from the gallows, and sit down by the side of no river." Then away he went. Well, thought the young man, it is no hard matter to keep that advice. He rode on with the princess till at last he came to the village where he had left his two brothers. And then he heard a great noise and uproar. When he asked what was the matter, the people said, "Two men are going to be hanged." As he came near, he saw that the two men were his brothers who had become robbers, who had turned robbers. So he said, "Cannot they be any way be saved?" But the people said no, unless he would bestow all his money upon the rascals and buy their liberty. Then he did not stay to think about the matter, but paid what was asked, and his brothers were given up, and went on with him towards his home. And as they came to the wood where the fox first met them, it was so cool and pleasant that the two brothers said, "Let us sit down by the side of this river and rest a while to eat and drink." So he said yes, and forgot the fox's counsel, and sat down by the side of the river. While he suspected nothing, they came from behind and threw him down the bank, took the princess and the horse and the bird, and went home to the king their master, and said, "All this has been done by our labor." Then there was a great rejoicing made, but the horse would not eat, the bird would not sing, and the princess wept. The youngest son fell to the bottom of the river's bed. Luckily, it was nearly dry, but his bones were almost broken, and the bank was too steep that he could not find a way to get out. Then the old fox came once more, scolded him for not following his advice. Otherwise no evil would have befallen him. Yet, he said, "I cannot leave you here, so hold on to my tail and hold fast." Then he pulled him out of the river and said to him, as he go up to the bank, "Your brothers have set watch to kill you, if they find you in the kingdom." So he dressed himself as a poor man, and came secretly to the king's court, and was scarcely within the doors when the horse began to eat, the bird began to sing, and the princess left off weeping. When he went to the king, he told him all of his brother's roguery, and they were seized and punished. He had the princess given to him again. And after the king's death, he was heir to his kingdom. A long while after, he went to walk one day in the wood, and the old fox met him, and besought him with tears in his eyes to kill him and cut off his head and feet. And at last he did so. In the moment, the fox changed into a man, and turned out to be the brother of the princess who had been lost a great many years. There we go. We did the whole. That was a longer story than I thought. We were going for like 20 minutes. I forgot that was written by like ancient Germans, and so their mannerisms are odd. That was an old grim fairy tale, and I had not mentally prepared myself to read it. And so it just kind of kept going on and on. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't think May expected me to read a whole grim fairy tale for the random myth reading. It was really long. That was one of the short ones. Also, I did know that story. I was like, I don't know this one. I'll read this one. I did know that. Did you dislike it that much? Fair. I love you. What's wrong? I'm sorry. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just love you. I'm not being a simp. Nope. Hey, guess what? What was that? Oh, no. I'm excited to see you after work tomorrow. What's up? You say that as in, like, it should require a degree. Is that from a Taylor Swift song? The I'm just a girl. It just sounded like something that would be in a Taylor Swift song. No? Oh no, I didn't mean that it was a Taylor. I wasn't disagreeing with you. I was saying it sounded like it would be something in a Taylor Swift song. Yeah. When she was just a girl. And now she is no longer just a girl. you. How is that being assailed? Do you want to know a fun fact? No, I said I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm gonna eat after stream. I will. It's not an I don't want to, it's just that I haven't had the chance. Okay. Yeah, because mine is I literally have not had the physical time to do it yet. Yours is I'm just refusing to do it. I love you. What? I have plans for mine, May. I have plans for my familiars. Why? No. Oh, no, I can't, but I can go do the same. And I would not take it as well. Yeah. I want to so bad. If I could handle it. I made a face because if I could handle it, I would be doing it every day. It's not simping. No, because simping requires that it's not your partner. Yeah. So, no, like, so, okay, so the original terminology simp came from a song, I think it's called How to Pimp. It's meant to be the opposite of a pimp. It's a simpleton. That's where simp comes from. It means simpleton. But, nowadays, it's used to refer to single men giving a bunch of, like, money to internet women or celebrities. Which I am not doing. And you are my girlfriend. I love her. She's amazing. Nah. Oh yeah, but May, I've got machinations for my Strixhaven familiars. I've got machinations. Machinations and cheese. Is that a job where you just train AI? Wormst. It is. I know it doesn't sound real. It's because it's a combination of multiple words. But it is in fact a word. Nah. I would never. I take you too seriously for that. Oh no, that was the entire reasoning for that. Yeah, you were taking a nap. I had nothing better to do, and I knew it would improve your quality of life. But would that have just improved your quality of life? Yeah, but you have less stuff to do now. No. Bad. No. I'll create teleportation and then tell no one about it and literally only use it to visit. No, I don't need to do that. The keys, I know where the keys are. Oh no, I hate that car. I would actually sooner walk to your house than take that car. It sucks. It is too low. It makes sounds that I do not like when driving. No, my mom was bothering me. Because apparently my phone that I use for my model has been going off with an alarm every day. And B, I have to be up in the morning and not be too loud. Because work is at 8:45 in the morning for me. But what were you saying? You said something about showing up at the park. I'd go give you a hug. Though it would feel kind of like a horror story, or like you were just you were just there. Yeah, you understand what I mean. Like, if you were just there, no context, no way you could have gotten there, right? What, the bingo sheriff? Yeah. Not Big Moon. Go get her. No, but she make you feel safe. Okay. I will concede that point. I am not. I love you. No. Cause she's small. Hello. She is? I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Me am sad, girlfriend. I don't care. Are you just enjoying watching stream? Yeah. Fair. It looks like the Elite Four will be in tomorrow's stream. Because I've been streaming for 40 minutes. Oh. You know, I really wish I could. Yeah, that's the plan. No, so what I meant was like by the time I beat this and reach the Elite Four, it'll be basically time to end. No. No. No, actually, I quite love you. Yeah. Did you know that? Yeah. Yeah. And I love you. Oh. Okay. Give me a second. I said give me a second because I tried to hook something up to my new phone, and it hooked up to my old phone, and so I had to disconnect it from the old phone. Hey, guess what? Oh no, I was gonna say I'm happy that you're here. I love you. What? Why you guys have to leave? All I heard was I love you. Do you not? I don't know what I did. I love you. You're great. Oh yeah, it's a shiny God of War. I always forget. Yeah? 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 Did you say you have to text someone? Okay. I love you. You can art Sid. I changed his name to be spelled with an S because I wanted to save Sid with an C for if I ever made Sid from Final Fantasy. Are you okay? Oh, stiff. What's gonna affect me? Is it about the fact that you don't like me anymore? Okay. Is it plotting to bring me to whatever the thing with Dev is? No? Okay. I didn't expect it to be that, but I was just figured I'd ask. Probably not. I love you. Is this... Wait, you said it was something that I'll like, though? Maybe? Are you being mean to me? No? Okay. You're great. Hello. Heh. We're getting close to the end of today's stream. I was right though. It was gonna be basically until I beat Wolfric, maybe until I get to the victory road. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah. You think you could get rid of me that easily? Oh no, it goes first. Oh wait, I resist that. Okay. Body that. But does it body this? No, it doesn't body superpower. No, I was responding to my own comment. I took more damage from the hail Addy. Oh, it used crunch. Ooh, and -3 defense, so I'm not... Nyeh. When are you not? I don't mean in a... It's not a bad thing. I love you. What? Yay. Oh, by the way, this is the 8th gym leader, and all 3 of his Pokemon... I just realized I'm stupid. Flower Power has a move that cannot miss. Cryogonal has been spamming Double Team, and I've been attempting to hit with a higher power move. I can just slowly... I love you. I love you. My girlfriend's great. You're great. I love you. Unfortunately, none of my fairy types get Ice Beam. What? Muna? I might continue my Mono Psychic after I do this one and just kind of rotate through Fairy, Psychic, and Steel, and Dark, and Normal. I know. I have. Thank you, though. I love you. You're the best. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. My hand. I hit my hand.